Right then, this is potentially it. This could be the race. I wrap up the championship. Maybe not starting from 12th place. Yes, you guys probably all know that Malaysia, the Malaysian Grand Prix in MotoGP at least, is the one I dread probably the most because I never do well here. I never have had a good result here. I remember from my memory of games, racing games on MotoGP at least, I've never had a good result. Good result being top 3, I'd say. So I'm slightly worried going into this one with the championship decider not too far around the corner. Is it a 21 point lead we have over Lorenzo? But you know, if he wins this race and I finish like 8th or 9th, he's basically back in it. He could even be ahead of me, I don't even know. So basically I need to get back up the order here. 6th place will do, I suppose, but anything, just any sort of points sort of above like 7 or 8 points, I'm happy, because then it gives me a bit of a decent chance going to that final round. But why does this track always have to go around with like one round to go after it? Because I always end up like worrying so much about it, and it always seems to play a part in me losing a championship. But I'm sort of determined at this point it's not going to, because I'm in 6th place, and oh, someone's crashed down. And is that the championship, one of the championship favourites? Is it? I can't tell. Miller's crashed. I thought Lorenzo's crashed. I've crashed with Pedrosa. Yes, Lorenzo's down. I don't know what on earth I was doing here. Maybe I was just focusing too much on Lorenzo going or falling off his bike. But yeah, I flash back and I'm like, what on earth am I doing? Because that was not a move that was ever going to happen. Anyway, finally I remember to press the X button, and looking down the inside of Pedrosa, what am I doing? I don't know why that's seriously going for an overtake, but seriously now, it's pretty interesting, the whole championship situation, because basically Lorenzo can't win it now, because he's behind me, and I'm going to outscore him most likely, and it means that Rossi is the only one that's really in the championship battle here, so that is interesting. He hasn't really, if I remember correctly, won that many races. He's been just a bit more consistent. That's the whole, you know, what his whole season's revolved around, being consistent. And down the inside of Dovizioso, really, is this going to be a move that I'm going to complete? Slightly sort of rubbing the side of him and getting past him. That moves us up into 3rd place. And what I'd call a decent result, if we can do it, or we can keep it. Let's see. Down to turn 1 on the brakes. Looks like we're not going to have any trouble from behind. Looks like they're sort of just behind us here, but we make a slight mistake. I see a front wheel. I think it might be Dovizioso. A slight contact there. Luckily he didn't hit the back of us there, because we could have fallen. Well, I think he did hit the back of us, didn't he? But luckily it wasn't a hard hit. Otherwise we could have been down on the ground without a flashback to help us there. So Marquez is 2 seconds up the road. Let's be honest, I'm not going to be catching him unless he crashes. So basically now I just want to defend 3rd position with like all my might, so I can what? How many points would I lose? Probably, I don't know, 25 for a win, I think. 20 for 2nd. It's 16 for 3rd, I think, maybe. So what, I'd be losing 9 points to whatever points Rossi's on. I didn't actually remember. I know that Lorenzo's 21 behind, but I can't remember how far Rossi's behind. I know he's definitely still in contention. So yeah, basically if I crashed, he would take the championship lead, is what I'm saying right now. He would take the championship lead if I crashed out and didn't score points. So that's definitely something to have on my mind here, because I don't want to be falling down. Pedrosa's crashed behind us here, so we only have one person, I think, quite close behind us. That's Dovizioso, so that's good for us that we don't have him right behind us. Pedrosa, obviously, we know he can pull out a result from time to time. You know, he won a Grand Prix in real life a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, in the game he doesn't really win that much because he's programmed to be quite slow, but from time to time he does get a decent podium here and there, so it's good for us to have him out of the race, and especially at a track where I'm not very good. It's nice to not have Dovizioso right up behind. Not Dovizio, he's still right behind us. It's good to have Pedrosa not that close behind me, because, well, he can always bring a surprise and get a podium when he needs to. So at the moment, quite wide through that final corner. We're going to have 1 lap to go here, and I think I probably will lose 9 points, is what I was saying, wasn't it? 9 points was what I'm expecting that I'll lose to Rossi in the lead this race right now. And I think I've got a bit of pressure behind. You can see the proximity areas. They're quite close behind me here. I was like, what? I don't know why I'm looking out through the corner, but Dovizioso's got through, and we're sideways on the bike. Come on, we're going into the gravel at this rate. No, we've dropped down to 5th place, 6th place, 7th place. I'm sure 8th place. Yes, as that. I think that's Pol Espargaro is right behind us as well, and that's a disaster. It's down to 7th place now, and that's going to be losing even more points. I don't even know how many points you get for 7th place, so there's no point in me working that out. But basically, we've got Petrucci and Pol Espargaro just behind us here, and we've got Aleix Espargaro, and I can't see who the other guy is, but we've got 2 guys just in front of us here. We could maybe get 5th place here, but that's a pretty big disaster for us to lose out on 3rd place, which we were holding quite well, but slight lack in concentration. I don't know why we looked behind us through turn 1, 2 and 3, but it ended up us basically losing a position because of it, which is a bit disappointing. But anyway, through... Oh, someone's fallen down. It's Aleix Espargaro there, so that gains us 1 position up into 6th place now. And I don't know how the championship will look after this. It will probably be about, I don't know, 15-point loss maybe to... I don't know, I honestly don't know how many points you get for 6th place. I'm sure it's about 10 points. And if Rossi wins this race, he'll get 25. So, yeah, 15 points could be the gap that Rossi will get back on us here. So, we'll see. I'm not even sure whether he's leading or not. I can't remember now. It's either him or Marquez. They seem to win every race when Lorenzo doesn't. Anyway, down to the final corner here on the brakes late. We're looking down the inside of Bradley Smith. It's gone for a risky move. And have we done it? Bradley Smith, no, he's got slightly back past us here, but the run up to the start-finish line, side by side with Bradley Smith, we get past him on the start-finish line and finish 5th place. That is an unlucky way to end the race for Bradley Smith there. He probably did deserve to get the 5th place there, but it was Rossi who managed to get the win there, and the gap's down to 13 points there. So, yes, we have a chance. Lorenzo doesn't, though. Lorenzo is mathematically out of it. It's between me and Rossi for the championship. Tune in next time to see who wins it. Goodbye.